Now imagine we're sitting in this auditorium, and this auditorium used to be a lecture hall for about 150 medical students, and I am the teacher. Now for me to teach 150 students at a go, it could easily become a boring, passive lecture. Now when I try to do an interactive game or turning my lecture into an interactive teaching and learning session, it could be quite challenging because of the large cohort. What if I tell you I managed to do this with using upcycled waste materials? This is PhysioClimb, in which a project that I did with my fellow lecturers in Kuliyyah of Medicine to turn a lecture into an interactive session. Now, the first top picture there is what our lecture hall looks like. It's nothing compared to this beautiful auditorium here. And if I'm going to use a classical or a contemporary board game, it could be very costly because I need to buy a few board game or the boards to cater 150 students. Now, if I use papers and pen traditionally, I could easily generate more waste. And in this digital era, we usually go into digital games. But let's ask ourselves, how many hours have we spent time just looking at the screen? And for my students, they could easily spend 10, 12 hours just in front of their tab or laptop or their phones. Therefore, we came up with this solution in which we try to create a game with zero cost. Now we're using only the recyclable materials like this giant dice from used boxes and the biscuit raya jars lying around in our kitchen as question banks and the reward and penalty. I also use measuring tapes that I found in my drawer and the many lanyards that we have stuck in our office. I also only need markers and duster for me to create the game. So let's just see the game through this video. I wish I could actually replicate their excitement when they played the games. So why are we different? This game, I only utilize utilize the existing floor and I can change it according to the size of the classroom. Say if I'm teaching a classroom of less than 10 people, every individual can play as a player. Now if in this situation where we have 150 students, we divide into 3 large groups and we play concurrent 3 boards simultaneously in a league style. Secondly, our game is actually content agnostic, which means that I can use it for physiology because I'm teaching physiology. Dr. Hassana can use it for anatomy. Prof. Lokman, Dr. Rizwan, you can use this for your own subject matter as well. Because the content depends on what you're teaching, but how to play the game, what you're going to use, you can easily adopt what we have here. However, I don't have any plan to commercialize it. What we're planning to do, we have actually applied copyright documenting how we're going to play the game, what the materials are used, what's the rules and the regulation. And once the copyright is obtained, we're planning to publish it as an open OER. And we hope that anyone in Malaysia or globally can actually adopt this game so that they can make their lesson interactive, fun, without having to spend a single cent. Now our team comprises of 4 physiologists and 1 medical educationist and 1 creative member, which is actually our MLT. Now we had tested this on 2 cohorts of students. First, the year 1 repeaters in Kuliyyah of medicine, there are 7 of them, in which they play individually. And then we also played with our year 1 and year 2 students, about 143 and 136 students in a batch. And these are the feedbacks. They seemed very excited, very happy, they retained the knowledge better, and there is an element of emotional regulation, especially, for example, you have advanced to the closer to the final number, but then a friend got a reward that's saying you are allowed to exchange plays with any player on the board. So they simply swap plays, and you can see that the winning team is getting frustrated because they have to swap and they have to build up again from scratch to go back to where they are. The game is like a snake and ladder, but it has some sorts of luck element depending on what question you pick and what reward or penalty you pick. But then they also need to have some cognitive ability so that they are able to answer correctly to pick the reward. Now, because previously the judges were asking, you need money, what do you need for? Now, if you ask me, actually, I don't need funding. I just want to spread this model to other institutions so that we can turn the boring lecture or the digital games into something physical without incurring a high cost. But if you are willing to give some fun, I'm thinking about some limitations when we play the game. Because we are playing in, say, 50 students, they can be loud. They are discussing among them, so probably having a portable microphone and a speaker could help. And trying to collect the feedback, and as you can see, there were not as much feedback because apparently when I asked for feedback from my students, I received 4, 7, and 3 feedbacks altogether. So hopefully if you're going to advance this, everyone can give some feedback to us and we probably can reward them with a small token of appreciation for giving us feedback so that we can improve us. And hopefully, I would like to, I'm seeking for your wisdom from the panel of judges about how to go about this model or this concept that I am presenting today. With that, thank you.
interactive, right? It's building a lot of interaction, relationship, yeah, regardless of family. So I think it's a very innovative way. But I'm looking at from a sustainability point of view. People who are in mental wellness, people yang keadaan murung, tak ada kawan, tak ada interaksi, tak ada apa ya. So I know you are looking at from a boring classroom to an active classroom. I think that is a different purpose together. So dalam sustainability kita sekarang tengah mencari jalan untuk macam mana budak-budak yang murung, budak-budak yang tak ada kawan, tak ada kawan, mungkin you can use this type of game untuk cikgu-cikgu dia activatekan that kind of interaction kan. Bukan tentang bahan, tapi kita nak look at the game punya impact. Alright, not so much about the material impact, it's the game impact. Alright, so kalau you nak buat funding, kalau kita bukan looking at equipment punya funding ni, the funding is the impact of the community yang buat. Betul lah, all folks home, yang orang yang tak ada buat apa, right? Dia terbiar, termenung, alright? So, if you want to have funding, you say, I want, let's say lah, 10,000, you want to go to rumah orang yang orang tua, kan? You want to introduce this game. There will be a lot of funding. You know why? Because you are contributing to the wellness of the people. Alright, so buat saya boring classroom dengan boring community, alright, mana satu yang kita nak solve?
As a lecturer, boring classroom, but as a member of community, the community.
So funding akan turun ke community. Alright, sebab itu yang kita nak bawakan supaya mereka ada interaksi on dia punya mental, on dia kan. Dan bukanlah bahan dia. It's just that you need to train the trainers, train the assessors, train the community leaders to play this game. So, impact dia because you lecturer, you nak kaji tentang the ability tu orang untuk dapat sesuatu hiburan dalam keadaan risiko tak ada elemen nak bayar banyak untuk license pun tak ada kan, licensing tak ada. But the fact that this is your IP, then you punya copyright tu dia lah yang you secure kan. But you can train as many community leaders, banyak NGO yang banyak dia orang pergi bawa pergi ke mana-mana tempat, then you just licensekan your training dia, and then kalau you nak buat funding tu pergi kepada satu community yang mana turun funding kepada community you. Tapi kena tanya lah, you nak buat ni bawah kelab ke di bawah fakulti? Kalau fakulti, then it has to be research grant. Alright, untuk dikata game ni boleh di-researchkan kepada community, and then from there you dapat research support. Alright? Ini bagi okay. So benda tu is all about impact, people impact. Okay? Alright. Okay, thank you. It's